To mark 75 years of India's independence, the CBSE History TV 18 Heritage India Quiz travelled with over 2,600 teams.
We'll move on to our next team.
16 semi-finalists.
The fine answer, honor stepped out.
Competing in 21 quiz contests to celebrate India's rich heritage and shine the light on the nation's diversity. And now, 4 teams face off in the last semi-final.
हेलो, नमस्कार, आदाब एंड सत श्री अकाल। मिलेगी सवालों की जवाबों से ताल। ये है कॉम्प्लान हिस्ट्री टीवी 18 CBSE Heritage India Quiz presented by Pentonic, knowledge partner Manipal Academy of Higher Education,
Bangalore campus,
and co-powered by BSA LB. This is semi-final 4, and so our final Fab 4 as Team A is Springdale Senior School from Amritsar. Then as Team B is Krishna Public School from Raipur. As Team C is Delhi Public School from Guwahati. And finally, completing the lineup is Delhi Public School from Ranchi. It's round 1. This is infinite bounds. 8 questions that pass clockwise for the first 4 and then anti-clockwise in the final 4. 10 points on the direct and also on the pass. But if you're confident on somebody else's direct, hit the buzzer to reserve it for yourself after the direct team answers. Remember, if you hit the buzzer, you must get it right, else you will get a -5. So Springdale Senior School, Amritsar, if you're ready, my first question for you on your screen now. On a piece of paper available for rupees 1.5, Kapila Hingorani wrote what first of its kind which brought a revolution in our legal system. She's also the first woman lawyer whose portrait adorns the walls of the Supreme Court Library.
Is it fundamental rights?
That's not the answer that I was looking for. Passes to Krishna Public School, Raipur.
Is it PIL?
Expanded as?
Public interest litigation.
Is correct. That's the answer that I was looking for. Wrote the first PIL. That is correct. She wanted to represent the under trial prisoners in Bihar. We'll move on to our next team. That's Team C. DPS Guwahati. Derived from the Portuguese word for expert, it is a Hindu and Parsi name meaning a skilled artisan in Gujarati. And now this word has come to mean carpenter, cook, mason, tailor, and teacher in various Indian languages. What occupational surname used by Vishwakarma communities?
So, Karigar.
That's not the answer. I'll pass the question to Team D.
Is it Mistri?
It is indeed Mistri. Vishwakarma, the craftsman deity. And of course, that's the term Mistri, meaning a skilled artisan in Gujarati. And we move on to our next question to Team A, Springdale Senior School, Amritsar. In 1993, a team from the Geological Survey of India visited this place to assist with the impact of a certain occurrence in 1991. It happened for the first time since 1852. They found severe disruption in the local ecology, and in 2017, the National Institute of Oceanography observed heightened activity again. What one of its kind natural feature in India is this?
Motam.
What is that about?
It's an infestation.
That's not the answer. On the buzzer is Krishna Public School, Raipur, to whom this question would have passed anyway.
Volcanic eruption.
Where?
Barren Island.
Is correct. That's the answer that I was looking for. That's the one of its kind. It is Barren Island volcano. Absolutely. Now you get a direct question. Established in 1837, the Indian Order of Merit was the highest military decoration that a native member of the British Indian Army could receive before the Victoria Cross was made eligible in 1911. For their extraordinary courage, in which last stand battle in present-day Pakistan did all the soldiers receive posthumous IOM, or the Indian Order of Merit. Team D is interested on the buzzer. Krishna Public School, do you have an answer?
Is it Battle of Saragari?
Is correct. That's the answer. This is indeed the Battle of Saragari in Tira Valley in present-day Pakistan. Of course, led by Havaldar Ishar Singh. We've done 4 questions. We'll reverse the order and we'll go to Team D. This is a cropped bit from a map that lists the oldest companies still in business from every country in the world. Which business group joins the list from India?
The Birla Group.
Birla Group. I'm afraid that's not correct. I'll pass the question on the buzzer to Team C, DPS Guwahati.
Sir, is it Tata?
It's not the Tatas. That's incorrect. That's a -5. Question passes to Krishna Public School, Raipur.
Pass.
Passing. To Springdale.
Wadia Group.
Is correct. That's the answer. This is indeed the Wadia Group from the 1730s. Gets you a +10 for that. Very good. Next question now will again be a direct to Team D, DPS Ranchi. In the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites from India, what is the collective name for this group highlighted in the map that were accorded the status in 1999, 2005 and 2008 respectively? On the buzzer is Springdale Amritsar, but they'll wait.
UNESCO Tea Gardens.
Is not the answer. I'll pass the question to Amritsar for +10 and -5.
Mountain Railways of India.
You want to describe them individually?
The first one is Kalka Shimla, then we have the Darjeeling one, and then the bottom one is Nilgiri.
That's very well done, Springdale Senior School, Amritsar. They knew everything about that question and the answer. Next question now will be a direct to Team DPS Guwahati. Manu, named after Maulana Azad, located in Hyderabad, established in 1998. AHUU, named after Dr. Abdul Haq, located in Kurnool in Andhra Pradesh, established in 2016. These are the only two universities established for the promotion of what?
Sir, is it the promotion of Urdu language?
AHUU, Dr. Abdul Haq Urdu University. MANUU, Maulana Azad National Urdu University. That is correct. That's the answer. Gets you a +10 on the direct. Now to the final question of this round will be for Krishna Public School, Raipur. This Google Doodle commemorates the 90th birth anniversary in 2016 of which Padma Vibhushan cartoonist? He has a gallery in the Houses of Goa Museum in Porvorim.
Mario Miranda.
Is correct. That's the answer. It is Mario Miranda. That's a fine answer. Having made the long journey to Delhi, they're really making it count, as you'll see on the scoreboard. Here it is. At this point, it's Springdale Senior School, Amritsar, currently at 20. Team B, Krishna Public School, Raipur, is now leading with a score of 40. Then Team C, DPS from Guwahati at 5. And finally, Team D, DPS Ranchi, with a score of 10. We are one round in, and with 2 more rounds to go, I wish I could say it's going to be an easy ride for whoever goes on to win from here. But I won't make false promises, but I will make the game easy, and I'll give you a chance to be helped by another team in your pursuit of giving the answer. How? I'll tell you. This is round 2. It's called Paired Impaired. 8 questions, and teams will be paired with their neighbors on either side. If you know the answer, you can answer. But before I declare that it's correct or not, I will pass it to your paired team, who may accept or reject or even pass. But since there is negative attached to a wrong answer, both the direct and the paired teams can pass it, but a team on the buzzer cannot. We'll start our first question with Team A, Springdale Senior School, and you're paired with Krishna Public School, Raipur. As Vice Chancellor of Calcutta University, Sir Ashutosh Mukherjee once had to discipline a student who assaulted a British professor for his racist behavior. Sir Ashutosh was forced to suspend the student from the university, but then he also arranged an alternate college for him, so his studies were not impacted. Who was this student? We have Team D from Ranchi interested, but they'll have a third try after Amritsar and Raipur.
Subhash Chandra Bose.
All right, I'll pass it to Krishna Public School, Raipur. They say Subhash Chandra Bose.
Will pass.
I'm afraid Krishna Public School, you shouldn't have, because that is indeed correct. He was indeed Subhash Chandra Bose. This is around 1916 in his career as Vice Chancellor. Team Amritsar gets you a +10. And we'll move on to the next question that will be a direct now to Krishna Public School. You are paired with DPS Guwahati. According to the Shilp Shastra, the ancient texts of describing arts and crafts, temples in India can be classified into 3 types. The Nagar style or the North Indian style, the Dravidian style or the South Indian style, and the Vesar style. Where are the Vesar style of temples from? Team DPS, Ranchi is interested.
Will pass.
You will pass. You'll pass to DPS Guwahati.
Sir, we decide to pass.
You'll pass it to DPS Ranchi.
Karnataka.
Not the answer. This is not Karnataka. So -5 DPS Ranchi. It's a mix of both temples from the north as well as from the south, combines the features of the Nagar and the Dravid style. Next question will be a direct to DPS Guwahati, and you're paired with the DPS Ranchi Team D. The dancers are masked as Vanar and carry sticks in their hands. Vocal singing and Ramadolus are the accompaniments of this dance. The performers wear 10 iron rings called Anjali on each leg. This is Garadi. It is believed to originate in which union territory? Krishna Public School Raipur is interested.
Sir, pass.
Passing it to DPS Ranchi.
Andaman and Nicobar Islands.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. That's a -5 question passes to Krishna Public School Raipur.
Is it Pondicherry?
Or Puducherry, that is correct. That's the answer. That's well done. Krishna Public School Raipur gets you a +5 on the buzzer. That's very good. We'll move on to our next question. That will be a direct to Ranchi, and you're paired with Amritsar. Blank's Daughters is a collection of essays on women scientists. It was published as a book by Indian Academy of Sciences in 2008. Blank is the daughter of the 12th century mathematician Bhaskar II, who wrote a treatise, Blank, recorded as a poetic conversation with his daughter. Please fill in the blank. All the blanks are the same. Krishna Public School Raipur interested again.
We would like to pass.
You're passing. Springdale, +10, -5?
We'll pass.
You'll pass. Pass it to Krishna Public School for +5 and -2.
Leelavati?
Is correct. That's the answer. This is indeed Leelavati. Gets you a 5-pointer again this time. That's very good. We will now reverse the order. Team D, next question is your direct. You're paired with DPS Guwahati. This stone marks the spot of a certain battle of three kings, the Nawab of Bengal, Nawab of Awadh, and a Mughal emperor. Brought to an end by the Treaty of Allahabad in 1765, it was a decisive victory for the East India Company, which opened up India for their subsequent control. Please name the battle. Team Krishna Public School interested again.
Battle of Buxar.
Passes to DPS Guwahati.
We accept.
Is correct. That's well done. 10 points to Ranchi, 5 points to Guwahati. And Guwahati, I'll give you the next direct question. And you are now paired with Krishna Public School, Raipur. The Nosgithyang Falls or Mosmai Falls is a 7-segmented waterfall located in East Khasi Hills in Meghalaya. By what name, a term coined by a journalist for the entire region, are these falls also known?
Pass.
You're passing, Krishna Public School.
Will pass.
Pass to DPS Ranchi.
Seven Sister Falls.
Is correct. That's the answer. This is indeed the Seven Sisters, a name that was given to the entire region of Northeast by a Tripura journalist. Next question now is a direct to Team B. You are paired with Amritsar, Team A. The writer Kuvempu, scientist C.N.R. Rao, businessman Devi Shetty, and father and son actors Dr. Rajkumar and Puneet Rajkumar have all been awarded the highest civilian honor of the state they belong to. It's called the Blank Ratna. Please fill in the blank.
The Karnataka Ratna.
I'll pass it to Team Amritsar.
We'll accept the answer.
Is correct. That's the answer. Gets you a 10. And Amritsar, well done for accepting that. Gets you a +5. Puneet Rajkumar, who died recently, was given the Karnataka Ratna after a gap of 13 years. And now, for the final question, Amritsar, you are paired with Ranchi. 3 of the many descendants of this apple tree were the IUCAA in Pune. Its seed was brought by IUCAA's then director, Jayant Narlikar, in 1997. But due to Pune's rising temperatures, the trees didn't survive past 2007. IUCAA wanted to try again in 2018, but importing plants has strict rules. What specific tree is this?
We'll pass.
You'll pass. Ranchi, do you have an answer of your own?
We would like to pass.
They're passing as well. Guwahati, Raipur, anyone interested? We'll close this. No points to anyone. The answer that I was looking for is the Newton's apple tree that gave him the idea of gravity. So a lot of those source seeds have been picked from there, have been taken over to various parts of the world. Was there in IUCAA in Pune as well. Couldn't really survive in Pune's heat. And that's the end of round 2. After 2 rounds, let's see how today's teams have underlined their credentials on the scoreboard. At this point, Team A from Amritsar is currently at 35, but holding fort and maintaining their lead is Krishna Public School from Raipur with a score of 60. Then is Team C with a score of 10, DPS Guwahati, and finally DPS Ranchi with a score of 15. The scoreboard showcases a very contrasting form. Great teams are teams that have extreme desire and passion to do what they do. Will you be a great team? 5 questions from now. Let's find out. It's round 3. It's called Triple Trouble. All 5 questions will be on the buzzer. Step up for double the score or step down for reduced negatives before you give me the answer. But if you don't say anything, you play for default. If you're ready, we shall begin. 5 questions in all. Here's question number 1. When Gandhiji... Right, we have DPS Ranchi going for it. Team D.
Pingali Venkaya default.
Is incorrect. That's a -6 to DPS Ranchi. Next on the buzzer is Krishna Public School, Raipur.
Step up.
Stepping up.
Surya Sen.
My question, when Gandhiji was organizing a mass non-violent movement in the West, this school teacher plotted and executed a seizure of arms from the British and destruction of communication systems in the East. Identify him on whom the government released this stamp. Your answer is Surya Sen. The answer that I was looking for is indeed Surya Sen. Well done on stepping up as well. Krishna Public School gets you a +20. We'll move on now to our second question. Watch the video.
Much of it was destroyed by the armies of Alauddin Khilji, Sultan of Delhi. Over the centuries, there was reconstruction and expansion by kings and rich patrons. But much of the present-day glory is attributed to the kings of the Nayak dynasty from the 16th century.
This is the story of which temple? Team C, Guwahati.
The Meenakshi Amman temple
In?
Madurai.
All right, my question. This is the story of which temple whose Gopuram can be seen on the emblem of the modern-day state it is located in? Your answer is Meenakshi Temple in Madurai, whose Gopuram you can see on the state emblem of Tamil Nadu. That is indeed correct. Gets you a +10. 3 questions to go. Here's number 3. This form of pottery is light in weight and requires a lot of experience, patience, fineness, and designing skill at the same time. Owing to its particular characteristics, it is preferable to make water-carrying lotas. Hailing from Alwar in Rajasthan, which art form? What kind of pottery is this? Nobody trying this question? All right, so we'll close it. The answer, the lightweight pottery, is the Kagazi pottery. No points to anyone. Nobody attempted this. We move on to our next question. Here's number 4. It is believed that she poisoned Krishna Public School, Raipur, who've attempted on the buzzer.
Step up.
Stepping up.
Bahadur Shah Zafar.
All right, my question. It is believed that she poisoned Sir Thomas Metcalfe, the agent of East India Company. This is her only known picture. Who was her monarch husband, who she was exiled with by the British? Your answer, Krishna Public School, is Bahadur Shah Zafar. She is Zeenat Mahal, the wife of Bahadur Shah Zafar. That's correct. That's a +20, Krishna Public School. Continuing to build on that lead as we move on to our final question. These are Kanhaiyalal Maniklal Munshi, an independence activist from Gujarat, and N. Gopalaswamy Iyengar, who drafted the Article 370 that granted autonomy to Jammu and Kashmir. The Munshi-Iyengar formula was a compromise solution regarding the status of what after a series of fierce debates in the Constituent Assembly. Right, it's Springdale Senior School, Amritsar.
We'll step down. Is it Jammu and Kashmir?
Step down and Jammu and Kashmir. I've already said Jammu and Kashmir in the part of the question, so that obviously wouldn't be the answer. Anybody else? All right, so we'll close it. The compromise was that English was to continue as the official language of India along with Hindi for a period of 15 years. And that brings us to the end of round 3. Here's a final look at the scoreboard. And finally, at the end of 3 rounds, it's DPS Ranchi who finishes with a score of 9. Then in third place is DPS from Guwahati with a score of 20. And then in second place is Springdale Senior School from Amritsar who finished with a score of 33. And finally, our winners for the day, they built it, decorated it, and ended it in style with a score of 100 points is Krishna Public School from Raipur. With that start, with that stability, and with that slog, Krishna Public School, there was no stopping them. Congratulations. The season ender, the biggest stage in school quizzing, the national final is our next stop. It's the terminus. If their preceding performances are anything to go by, the finalists will not only dare to dream big dreams, but also dare to live those dreams. Don't miss it. Bye-bye.
Join us next week to witness the 4 winners from the semi-finals
The Delhi Darbar.
compete for the ultimate prize in the grand finale.